Behind the scenes of flying a drone.
People use drones all the time, even in schools. They now use them to make videos too. In our school, we are programming drones to fly around the classroom and understand the way they work and move. Also, it has been one interesting time. When you use smaller scale drones, it's so much easier than using big video drones.
The science behind drones. Vertical motion is a big part in how drones work and move. Drones use rotors which are like fans but are more powerful. They also work the same, but all forces always have a pair, which means that when the rotor pushes down, the air pushes back up, which makes the height change or stay the same. This is the basic meaning of lift, which basically comes down to controlling the upward and downward force. The faster the rotor spins, the more air is pushing down at a faster speed, the more force it will have pushing up off the ground, and vice versa. Now we move on. The turning and rotating is a big part of science behind a drone too. To rotate the drones, you have to change the power of the four rotors. Also, two of those rotors are spinning in a different direction. It can get complicated, but all you need to know is how fast your rotors are spinning. The clockwise rotors have to be negative, but the counterclockwise have to be positive, which means they are spinning in opposite directions.
We have had one interesting time trying to program the drones to fly around the room. Every little thing would affect the drone, and the slightest move would make the drone go farther. And you would have to count every little square in the room, and it would be so loud so it would be hard to count. The hardest thing of all was making a blueprint for the drone. The good things about this was it was consistent. Once you had half of the room, you could double it. Also, when you figure out how fast in a certain amount of seconds your drone goes, then you can take off from there.
Lastly, in class, we had to map out the grid paper block by block. Also, we had to map out the cubicles. The hardest part was when someone would walk by and it would mess up the way the drone flew and would have flied sideways.